Okay, okay. Everyone, now we have in front of us is what we call a classic. And you can say it's a certified hood classic? No? Yeah, fair enough. That's a bit cringe. But this is one of the most influential masks that got me into collecting, and also to inspired the world, essentially, in the, how do I say it? Inspired many collectors to buy into gas mask collecting. This is the SHM 62 face piece, also known as the GP5 gas mask face piece. And this mask has been everywhere. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, the Stalker series, as well as many other game games and whatnot. This is a very common mask. Heck, I argue it's very similar to what Pyro wears, even though Pyro wears, it's more of actually more of a GP7 lookalike mask. Ignore that. But this mask is a very influential mask, and it's funny because it's one of the simplest and most common masks to get. Now, this one's dated in what, 1980, 1987? So just after Chernobyl. It is a very simple mask and cheap. That's the one thing. Okay, what this mask lacks of in features, because all you've got is intake, exhale, eyepieces, and hood. That's it. That's the whole mask. That's all you get. You do have a Tisset system as well, which is nice. Tisset systems are great because it doesn't fog as much. But that's all you get. It's a very simple design, and that's all you need. These masks were primarily designed for civilian defense, as well as for some militaries. Not the GP5, but the SHM-41, which is an earlier version of this mask, was designed for military use, such as in East Germany and other countries. And in regard to the Soviet slash Russian GP5s, these were primarily given to civilians. It was issued at schools, issued in, for example, a great example being like power plants and whatnot. This mask would be everywhere. And the reason why, cheap to make, easy to make, it's just it is a mass produced mask. And out of all the masks out there, if you've ever seen a gas mask, this would be one of them. You type in gas mask on Google Images, I guarantee this mask will appear either in its gray, light gray version, or this one, the black version. And I love these masks for that. I used to be mean to them because they're so common and so silly looking, but I can't hate something that's, yes, it is simple, and yes, it is a basic mask, but I can't hate it for that. It's very well designed for what it was built to do. It was built to defend a whole bunch of people from nuclear holocaust, or sorry, not nuclear holocaust, but nuclear war. It was designed to protect people from gassing, biochemical, all that nasty stuff. And I'd argue it served its purpose well in many nations. And not long ago, in the 2000s, a company called Everstar or Everstar were selling this to American civilians on the market, rebranded and packaged with a new filter, which I think is pretty neat. So it's crazy to think a Soviet mask designed in the 60s and used in the 70s would be used by capitalist Americans later on after the Cold War. It's crazy. But again, tons of these were made. I argue this is probably one of the more mass-produced masks out there, and it's still the most inexpensive mask to get your hands on, especially if you're in Europe. If you're in Europe, these masks are cheap and dirt cheap, and good for it. This is how a lot of people got into gas mask collecting, was through this mask. And for that, I say thank you, GP5. Thank you for that. Anyway, that's everything I love about this mask. It's a cool, unique, alien-looking design, and it was cheap. It's everywhere. It's your bread and butter for gas masks, and I love it for that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video by me, just showing a bit of love for a very basic but influential gas mask. Hope you guys had an amazing day. See ya.